Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Tarantinos Tuscan Kitchen here in Statesboro, Georgia. We had some winners of the test kits for the pizzas. We're going to start shipping our pizzas worldwide to everybody, but first we're going to send out a few test kits. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you actually put Tarantinos pizza together. So this way, when you get that kit at home, all you gotta do is pop up in this video and you'll see how to do the pizza. And it should taste exactly like the pizza that I have in my restaurants, which everybody seems to go crazy about. And I'm very, very grateful. It took a long time to come up with the different sauces that I have, and it's just an honor to have people love the pizza. So let's get to business. All right, well, I'm gonna take this off because I don't want to get flour all over it. But anyway, in the kit, you're going to get, and these aren't the actual size containers. This is for the test kits that I'm sending out. We're going to have a better size kit. Actually, I don't want to set that there. We'll set this here out of the way for a second. All right, so what we got? These three ingredients, I'm going to be sending you a frozen dough ball with, actually, the pizza kit's going to come with 2 dough balls. And you're going to get enough sauce for 2 pizzas. You're going to get my secret garlic sauce. And then you're going to get my seasoned cheese blend. That these 3 ingredients are what's critical to a Tarantinos pie. There's some other things that are important too as well, as far as taste on any pizza you get anywhere. But to get the taste of that Tarantinos pie that everybody loves, you definitely need to have these 3 ingredients, and it's super important to have all 3 of those on there. And how I put them on is just as important. So I'm going to get some dough out. And I'm going to put these back in the freezer. I'm going to use what I have available in my kitchen. I just wanted to show you what they're going to look like. These 2 are about right for what I'm going to send you. So they can expand in the container. And you'll probably get a 2-ounce ramekin of the cheese blend, okay? So I'm going to put these back. I'm going to use that cheese, actually. And the dough balls are going to come wrapped for you already. This one's a little bit too big, but they're going to come wrapped in the bag. And you're going to need to make sure that they proof at least 2 days. I'm not sure how it's going to work. That's why we're sending out 2 test kits next week. And then they're going to let me know the feedback on how those came out. And then we're going to start sending them out. But in the restaurant, I always proof my dough from a minimum of 48 hours. And that's so the yeast activates slowly and it just builds more flavor into the dough. Beautiful. So 2 days is perfect. 3 days, still great. 4 days, the dough's gonna get kind of wilty. Let me grab some dough out here. And the pizza kit's not gonna come with cheese, pepperoni, and all that other good stuff. If you wanna do that, you send me a message. Hey Joe, can you use what you use as far as your ingredient? But I promise you, the main 3 ingredients are what I just told you about. Go to the store, get you some pepperoni. Don't spend a fortune on a high-end cheese, you don't have to. If you use those 3 ingredients, everything else is just gonna, it's just gonna make your palate do the happy dance. You can get shredded mozzarella at your local grocery store and it'll be just fine. Yes, there's a lot of, die-hard Italians, and I'm one of them, believe me. But remember, this video is not just for people who have a butt ton of money that can just go and spend $50 on 6 pounds of cheese because it's made in Italy. You don't have to do that to enjoy a pie. If you can, even better, get the best ingredient you can. But for cost efficiency, the times that we're going through now, and you want to be cost effective and save money but have a great product, you can use any of these other toppings that you can get in the grocery store and still have a fantastic pie. So mozzarella cheese, just grab yourself a bag. Doesn't have to be a big bag. Remember, when you put the mozzarella on, and I'll go through it when I'm making the pie, you only want enough mozzarella just to cover the pie. You should still see the sauce through the pie. And then, your pepperoni, or if you want peppers, you want to put eggplant. Eggplant tastes great on a pizza, believe it or not. Peppers, onions, you have all that stuff at home. The main thing to have a Tarantinos pie is these 3 ingredients. Also, I'll be selling these screens for $9.99. They'll be sold separately if you want to add it, and I can ship them out to you. If you don't have a stone, if you have a stone, fantastic. If you've got a pizza oven, fantastic. And you can use this dough, it's versatile. You can use it in a wood-fired oven. You can use it in a conventional oven. You can use it in any kind of oven you got. So as long as that oven hits a temperature of 500 or above, you're good to go. So the dough is outstanding. It's very versatile. You can have fun with it. You can throw the dough with the kids. You can have a blast. I'm worried about this table. This table doesn't have a good slide on it as far as spinning the dough. So let me see what I got over here for dough. This dough is kind of a little bit overproofed. I wanted to do this video yesterday, and I didn't get the chance to. So anyway, you're gonna take the dough. You're gonna not squeeze it, gently hold your dough, especially if it's a little overproofed like this one. You don't wanna manhandle the dough. Get your flour, all-purpose flour is fine. Whatever you have in your house. I'm gonna pat it down, make sure it stays nice and round. Yeah, this doesn't slide too good on the table. Well, that's not too bad. All right, so you get a nice little round disc. Can you see how thick that is? You don't want to push down high, just enough. This is going very easily because, like I told you, this is 3.5 days old. I wanted to do this video on the yesterday. Didn't get the chance to. So anyway, you got your dough here. You're gonna take your fingers, your 3 fingers, and you're gonna go right around the edge, just like this. And I'm making my crust, is what I'm doing, that little ridge that goes around the outside of the pie. All right, so you should have like an anthill in the middle. And then you're gonna take your fingertips. If you have nails, ladies, be very careful not to poke a hole through your dough. You poke a hole through the dough, forget about it. Especially if you're putting tomatoes on it and stuff that has a lot of water retention. That's another thing. On a thin crust pie, people wanna load everything on the pie. That's great, but you gotta do it lightly. Because you put too much stuff on there that holds water, that middle of that pie, forget about it, done. It's gonna fall right through, it's gonna be floppy, but like his dough's terrible. No, you have too much tomato on there, too much, what else holds a lot of water? There's a bunch of different items that you can throw on a pie that has a lot of water retention. Tomato's the biggest one. When you put fresh tomato, even though it tastes fantastic, you gotta be careful how much you put on there and the way you layer it. So if you're putting spinach and tomato, put the spinach on the bottom and then put all your watery ingredients that hold a lot of water on top of that, so this way it protects your dough. So anyway, we got our hill, and then we're gonna take it and we're just gonna spread the outside, turn in the pie, open in your fingers, and spread the outside. Okay? I still have a little mound in the center, all right? And now I'm gonna take my fingertips and lightly push right here like this. Now for those of you who don't wanna throw the dough, you would pick up the dough and you would just start stretching it around. For those of you that do want to throw the dough, which I really don't want to do in here because I don't want to get flour everywhere, I'm not set up for pizza here. You would take your hand and you hold it like this, close to your chest, okay? So when you have the dough in your hand, see this is really proof. I don't even need to throw this, but maybe once. So anyway, you hold it, you have your hand close to your chest like this. Always keep your hand flat. If you put your hands like this and catch the dough, forget about it, it's going to go right through. So anyway, my hand's here, and then when I throw the dough, when I throw it, I push up and spin. You're gonna push up and spin. Because if you go like that, it's gonna go exactly where your hand's going, it's gonna go boom, right to you, or whoever's sitting across from you. It's gonna get flour everywhere already. Okay, so when you throw it up, just a quick toss, and then when it comes in the air, you wanna catch it with your fist. And then later on, when you're throwing dough and having a blast, you can catch it whichever way you want, because you know how to handle the dough. After you play with the dough, for those of you that want to throw the dough, especially with the kids and stuff, after a while of doing it, it's just going to come second nature. If you throw in dough, you'll figure out where all the weak parts are and everything. All right, so anyway, we'll throw it one time so I can show you what it looks like. So you're going to have it like this in your hand, and you're going to push up, catch with your fist, and say bada bing. That's what we do in all the restaurants. So anyway, that's how you throw the dough. If you want more help with that, I can help you. All you gotta do is message me. So now I'm just going to let the weight of the dough help stretch it. Gently pull. Throwing the dough is so much better naturally. I can't stand when they use presses. And you want to be careful. If you look in the light, you can see where the weak points are of the dough. You don't want to pull or tear your dough. You tear the dough, forget about it. All right, so this was pretty easy to stretch out because, like I told you, this proofed for almost 4 days. All right, so this screen also helps you with the size of your pie. So if you're doing a 12-inch, 20-inch pie, I like to use the screens. Some people just put it right on the peels and slide them off into the oven. Beautiful, that's awesome. But for consistency and teaching people and running restaurants for volume, measurement tools are the best, especially for your staff. And yes, you can draw lines in your boards for all you professionals out there. Trust me, I know about all that. But to me, for fast easy, and where I can visually see what they're doing. When I'm in the dining room, I can see exactly what's going on in my restaurant. But anyway, this is for home, so enough about that. All right, so we're gonna lay the dough right across the top. And it fits on there perfectly. Okay, there we go. We got our pie on there. Now the next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush. And by the way, I'll be selling the Tarantinos brushes, Tarantinos pizza cutters, everything. And like I told you before, I'm not going to use the garlic sauce that I gave you. Let me get a little bowl. You're gonna brush this garlic sauce on your pie, whether it's a white pie. If it was a white pie, you put extra on. So I got my garlic sauce in the bowl. This also goes on in the end too. So we're just gonna brush this on, get it on that crust. This is also gonna help give it that nice golden brown on the outside. And the flavor, forget about it, it's unbelievable. I get so mad when my people forget to put this on the pie, because this is just more goodness to the pie. And if your pie starts shrinking on the screen or on your board, the size that you make it, it's very simple just to pull it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Once I get the ingredients on, then I'll fix it to where it's going back around. My oven's preheated. Then I'll fix it to where it's reaching the, outside of the screen. All right, you only need about 2 ounces to 2.5 ounces of sauce. I do not like putting, remember, a thin crust pie, you don't put a ton of sauce on, a ton of cheese. You want to balance all the flavors so your palate, your tongue's tasting everything. All the cheese, the pepperoni. You put a ton of cheese on it, all you're going to taste is cheese and a little bit of pepperoni. You're probably barely even going to taste anything else that's on there. You want an equal amount. You want to distribute the flavors evenly so you can your mouth can taste everything. What good is putting all the stuff on here if you can't taste it? Just my opinion. I need a ladle. So I got a 2 ounce ladle. There's exactly enough in there for 2 ounces plus a little bit. So look, 2 ounces. You're going to think this is crazy. But let me tell you what, once you try it, absolutely perfect. And maybe that 1/2 ounce, I need that 1/2 ounce. Because you put too much on, soggy dough. That's all you need, because that sauce is zesty and it's gonna taste fantastic once everything. Plus you got the garlic sauce on, you got a little bit of the red sauce, the cheese now. See how I can see? It's about a cup of cheese, if you will. Just exactly almost a cup of cheese. Not packed, but a cup of cheese will do a 12-inch pie. All right, and then I'm going to take, and I'm going to fix my crust so it's touching the outside so I get the full 12 inches. Now, the cheese blend, right around the outside. You want it right around the outside, make sure it's on that crust, gives that crust flavor. And then, of course, a little more in the middle. And now I'm going to put pepperoni on. Just a little bit. I'm not making if I would load this on if it was for somebody else. But it's not. I talk myself out of sales. People always ask me for extra cheese. Guys, no extra cheese. Just try without the extra cheese first and see how you like it and see what happens. Because I want everybody to taste it for what it is and get all the flavors. All right, that's going to be enough pepperoni there. Okay? So there's your pie. Very simple. Those ingredients right there, when they get in, once you taste it, I'm telling you right now, for those of you that haven't had it, that are looking forward to trying it, it's going to be beautiful. So I hope these test kits work out fantastic. Okay, oh, another good thing too you can do, get a fork. If you got like a barbecue fork or whatever, if the dough starts to bubble on you, especially if it's on the second day, sometimes you get air in the dough, the pockets will blow up. All you do is pop them while it's cooking. Alright, so we're going to put that in there. I got my oven set at about 525, like I said. as long as it's at about 500, should be fine. And that's it for the pizza. Very simple. Put whatever ingredients you want. It's going to come with 2 dough balls. It'll come with the garlic sauce, the seasoned cheese blend, and then it's going to come with the my pizza sauce. And that's it. And then the 2 dough balls. And if you need a screen, you can purchase those, the pizza cutters and all that, which I'm sure you guys have. But if you want a Tarantinos one, all you got to do is go to our store, which is being built right now, our online store, to send you all those other things. But the screens I already have in stock. I just got a new one. I'm using that one. I'll probably give that to one of the winners of the test kit. So I'm hoping this test kit comes out fantastic on the first time around. And if it does, then we'll start shipping these out right away. I've got someone helping me get the packaging all together. So really excited. You guys are going to love this. And we're also getting my pasta sauce jarred. We're getting the garlic sauce jarred. So for those of you that are in love with the garlic bread that we have, you'll be able to order the garlic sauce. And you can go to get any kind of bread to put the garlic sauce on. It's going to be fantastic. It's looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. And then I'm going to pop this back on in about 5 minutes and show you the finished product. But super, super, super simple. Any questions, all you gotta do is ask. Just have or send me a message. And for those of you that are watching this, check out Tarantinos Little Italy Facebook page in Statesboro, Georgia. I have tons of stuff on there. I do all my live stream cooking on there. And we have a blast. We had a lot of people on there. We're always interacting with each other. It's a lot of fun. So if you get the opportunity, you're on the YouTube watching this and you haven't checked that out yet, please check it out. And I do travel all around the U.S. cooking, taking care of people, doing private parties, dinners. I'll go anywhere you guys want. It's so much fun. I just love cooking. And I love traveling and seeing the world at the same time. So for those winners, congratulations on the free pizza kits. And I'll have those sent out. What is today, the 12th? I'll have those sent out in about 4 days to you guys. So, give me a few minutes, I'll be right back, and then we're going to get into, we're going to check that pizza out. Hey guys, alright, we're back. I just wiped down the table. The pizza's almost done. I'm getting ready to take it out of the oven, and we're going to place it on this cutting board here. I don't have my pizza equipment with me, so I don't have my pizza pan that I actually should be cutting this sucker on. So it should be just about done. Cheese is browning nicely on the top. Now, if the dough was on its second day, but I get a little bit better browning around the outside of this dough. Actually, it's not coming out too bad at all. All right, so let's. Yeah, that's perfect. There's our pie. Oh, and let me tell you a little trick about these screens. Do not get these screens wet and then try to put your pizza on top of them. Forget about it. It'll be done, stuck, your pizza will be ruined, you'll be so mad you'll throw this through the window like a Frisbee. I've done it several times. I got aggravated because my staff would wash the screens and tell them do not wash them till the end of the night. But sometimes they forget, they go to wash it, I get one, put my dough on, they go to pull the pie out, stuck to it. So that's aggravating, trust me. All right, so we got our pie. We got to brush a little bit more of that garlic sauce around the end for more flavor. And if we were doing my famous Greek pizza, the Savetti Greek pie, we would put extra on the top there. That's a whole nother video, but fantastic. All right, see how nice and shiny that is? And we're going to take a little more cheese, the cheese blend, and I'm telling you, you want it to taste like mine if you had it before? This is exactly what you have to do. Maybe a little bit longer. I could have left it at the bottom's nice and crisp. But because my dough's a little bit overproof, that's why it's not brown the way that I would actually like it. So this is a good video. It should be a little bit browner on the outside. See how nice and brown the cheese is? That dough should have had the same consistency going around. So don't let it go more than 2 days. 2 days is perfect. 3, yeah, 4, forget about it. It'll still be good, but you won't get that color that you're looking for. So that's it. Let me give you a closer look at that. I should have cut this. I usually cut these into 6, but I'm gonna get it so this way I can fold it and show you the texture. So let me move this over for you a little bit. There's the pie. And it folds nice, still got a good fold to it. Bada bang. You taste it. I know I'm going to here in just a second. Alright, so there we go. That's the Tarantinos pizza. And that's the exact way that you make that pie. Okay? Super easy. Let me give it a taste. You're gonna love it. It's very good. Very, 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 very good. Don't let your dough go past the 3rd day. 2nd, 3rd day. Don't let it go past that. Make sure you label it. Put the date that you started thawing it. So once it comes in, once you order it and you receive it, once it comes in, write the date that you put it in the refrigerator and let it proof in the refrigerator. And I know you're going to be anxious to make the pie, because I know I would be too. But just let it sit in there, date it the date that you put it in there, 2 days from the time. So if you put it in at 12 o'clock, 48 hours from then go ahead and start making your pie. And you'll actually have more fun with the dough. You can actually even throw it more because there'll be more elasticity to the dough. You see how there was no elasticity to mine? That's because it was a little overproofed. But that's all you gotta do to make the pie. If you're interested in ordering a pie, they will soon be up on my online store on the tarantinositaly.squaresite.app, whatever thing. And we'll get into that once I know that these kits come out. But this actually came out really good. I just don't know how it's going to come out from the frozen standpoint when I ship them out. So we'll after we get that tested, we're going to get the feedback from our guests. And if everything's good, we'll get them right on the store. If there's some stuff that I need to tweak to get it perfect, so when you get it at home, it's perfect like you're in the restaurant, it's very important to me that you get exactly what you're supposed to taste, especially if you're watching and you've never had my pie before. I would go out of my mind if you didn't like it. And it was not because it's my pie that you didn't like it, but because of something that I may have done wrong in the shipping process that I could have made better and fixed it for you. So I want to make sure you're getting exactly what everybody brags about and what I talk about myself too. So get on my Facebook page, keep checking out the Tarantinos online to shop now. All the stuff will be on there. Right now it's just all the food. Don't forget that I travel all over the place cooking for everybody. If you're in Statesboro, Georgia, look me up. We do fantastic dinners and tours of Italy packages and specialty dinners, lamb, seafood, steak, whatever you want. It's a great time. We have a blast, and we're out here on a beautiful, beautiful farm thanks to the Boyds and Justin Anthony. A lot of great things are happening out here, and I'm super excited to get these pizzas out in the market. Check that Facebook page, Tarantinos Italy, on Facebook. And guys, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, whether it be for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to trying my pizza at home, wherever you're at. God bless.